So, what's going on, everybody? While there's a lot of chatter going on right now about Kyle Tucker and Cody Bellinger, and people are obsessing over the press conference yesterday with Juan Soto, the Yankees are busy. They signed a top international prospect a little bit ago. 17-year-old shortstop, left-handed hitting shortstop from the Dominican Republic, Steven Romans. Okay, so this could have a number of implications here, right? This could mean that they're more likely going to add a corner infielder, which it sounds like they have to a potential Kyle Tucker trade or a Cody Bellinger trade. Because if you look at the Cubs package, right, or the Astros, the Cubs package for the Houston Astros, they're packaging corner infielders, right? Isaac Paredes, and they're asking for. They're also trying to add Sasaki, but he has a full no trade clause, and I think he doesn't want to waive it for the Astros. I'm hearing, so that's another piece of information. Okay, but in terms of the Yankees, a couple of things here. The Houston Astros are not going to trade Kyle Tucker until they find out what's going on with Alex Bregman. This is pretty obvious, right? So while they're waiting on Alex Bregman, everybody else is waiting on Kyle Tucker. Well, the Yankees and the Cubs right now. Right. And if Alex Bregman re-signs with the Astros, then it makes it easier for them to move on from Tucker. If he goes elsewhere, my guess they're going to pull Tucker out and keep him for the rest of the year. Because they're not going to want to lose both of these guys this offseason. So, but this makes it easier when the Yankees sign a top international prospect who's a shortstop. Makes it easier to move somebody like Roderick Arias or even George Lombard in a potential trade for Kyle Tucker. Right? And you might say, well, this kid's not ready. Well, neither is Arias. Neither is Lombard. Neither one of those guys are major league ready. But they're highly touted prospects, and so is this kid. I think his kid's the number 1 or number 2 international prospect, international free agent. So there's a couple things here. Now, does this affect their pursuit of Roki Sasaki? I don't know. It's a 1.4. $1.5 million estimated bonus. The Yankees are going to use 1.4 from the current period, and then they just got some extra money from the Carlos Narvaez trade. They're going to use $100,000 of that too. So maybe the Yankees know something about Roki Sasaki that we don't. I don't know. They have a presentation. Cashman's already said, Brian Cashman, that they have a presentation set for Roki Sasaki, but not a date yet to do it. So, and there's a lot of appetite to get Masahiro Tanaka in that presentation. Like the Mariners announced that Ichiro Suzuki is going to be in their presentation to Roki Sasaki. Good for them, right? Legendary Japanese offensive player for Mariners, legendary Japanese pitcher for the Yankees, and Roki Sasaki's growing up idolizing Masahiro Tanaka. So this could have multiple implications here. Okay, but I wanted to get this information out to you right now that they signed top international prospect because it could affect their ability to maneuver here. Okay, and the Astros have made it clear they prefer the package led by Luis Hill from the Yankees than they do the Cubs package, but they're also prioritizing corner infielders. We have those. Okay, Roderick Arias is one. So is George Lombard. We can also give him a stopgap, okay? Isaac Paredes from the Cubs, I think he's got maybe 1 or 2 years left. We can give him something like Oswaldo Cabrera. He's got 5 years of control, right? Or 4 years of control on the cheap. So, which can serve as a stopgap for one of these kids. Give them a corner infielder position for a couple years, and then when Arias is ready or Lombard's ready, they can transition. They can even move Oswaldo Cabrera because of his positional versatility somewhere else, and they can keep open him. So it's just a thought here, but they've made it clear that they're prioritizing the package led by Luis Hill, and if that's the case, the Yankees have already said that they're okay with moving Hill for a guy that may not re-sign with them just yet. Okay, they're comfortable with it, I should say. Now, they haven't put him on the table yet. But keep in mind, when they traded for Juan Soto last year, they hadn't put Michael King on the table until the very end. And then when he was included in the trade, it happened. This might be the same thing. And again, they've got Clark Schmidt now. He's healthy. Okay, and if they do that, I fully expect them to because they're also looking to trade either Marcus Stroman or Nestor Cortez. If they trade two of these guys, I fully expect them to bring in somebody, probably like a Walker Buehler, maybe even a Jack Flaherty, to replace one of these arms, because they'd be moving on from almost 300 innings. So they're going to have to replace it, right? So there's a good chance that Tucker and Bellinger both happen here, but if anything that's going to happen first, it's going to be Bellinger. Okay? But they're also in dialogue with the Astros. They're trying to get both of us to raise our prices for Bellinger and so on, right? I'm also hearing that, Will Warren's being discussed. They want Will Warren, so the Yankees countered with, if you want Will Warren, you're going to have to eat some money. At the end of the day, I do think the Cubs will eat some money to facilitate this trade. How much, I don't know. But if that's what it takes to get this trade done, then it'll get done, okay? And then the Yankees can play the waiting game. And right now, I mean, it's a waiting game. We're still in December, okay? I mean, Corbin Burns hasn't signed. A lot of these other players haven't signed yet. Anthony Santander, Teoscar Hernandez, like hardly anybody has signed. So it's going to be a little bit of a waiting game here. But this is what happened. This is what Brian Cashman does, but people don't really pay attention. They don't give him credit. He signs these guys. He traded Carlos Narvaez the other day from their catching depth to get international money, which he's using for this kid, and to get a hard-throwing relief pitcher who's like one of their top three pitching prospect in the Yankees farm now. He's in single A, but he throws 98 to 100 on a regular basis. Got nasty stuff. And he's now going to be working with Matt Blake's crew. So that's a good thing. This is a good get for the Yankees. They haven't announced the Max Fried conference yet. So, but this still remains to be seen. Obviously the Yankees prefer an extension to be agreed upon if a Tucker trade happens, but they're okay it being a 1 year for now. They're going to have to sell him on it. Okay. And Kyle Tucker is not a Scott Boras client either. He's with Casey Close, Derek Jeter's former agent, Excel Sports in New York City. So I do think, shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way. Let's get the likes up. We got 250 people in here. Let's rock these likes. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. I wanted to get this information out to you. So I don't like to go live just to say, well, they're still interested. There's dialogue. That's not news to me. Moves actually have to happen in order for it to be considered news to me. And they signed this international kid. Along the way, I'll give you I'll give you the latest on Tucker and Bellinger, and that is the latest on Bellinger and Tucker. So, and I'm looking right now. Obviously, the Yankees signed Johnny Loizaga. They brought him back to on a 1 year deal and an option for 2026. I'm looking down to see right now. Yeah, and we're hearing that Suzuki will not waive his no trade clause for the Astros. That might make it harder for the Cubs to deal him to the Astros. Okay. And again, also, if Alex Bregman re-signs with the Astros, they don't need Isaac Paredes either. This is why, guys like Oswaldo Cabrera at some point, because he can play multiple positions. He can play first base too. They don't have a first baseman, the Astros. You can also add Ben Rice to this. You can do Ben Rice and Oswaldo Cabrera if you wanted to. And then you'd have multiple positions covered along with Luis Hill. I understand Luis Hill is going to be the most painful one. But if you want to get a guy like Kyle Tucker, if you want to feel better about losing Juan Soto, Kyle Tucker's the guy to get. If you can get Tucker and Bellinger, even better. But if they don't, let's just say they get Bellinger, you play him in the outfield because he's way better in the outfield than he is at first base. Then they can go after a first baseman. Carlos Santana for agency, or maybe Yandy Diaz is in trade or something like that on a cheaper route. Okay? So this is where, and again, you can replace Luis Hill. And keep in mind, Luis Hill is also coming off Tommy John 2 years ago. He won the Rookie of the Year this year, which is great. He's got a big arm, which is fantastic, but there's no guarantee he's going to stay healthy. So this would be Cashman selling high on him. Okay? So, and right now, Tucker is a high priority, but they're going to have to wait, unfortunately. So is everybody else until Alex Bregman decides. Okay? They've already turned down. The Astros have already said no to Bregman's proposal. I think it was 6 years, $156 million, which is $26 million per. They said no to that. And the Astros generally don't like to go beyond 6 years, which leads us to believe they're not going to be extending Kyle Tucker. So he will not be back with the Astros in 2026. Now's the time to move him to get something. Okay, so this is where, right? Verdugo's a free agent. And there's no way they're going to trade Luis Hill and Nestor Cortez and Marcus Stroman. They're not going to trade 4 pitchers for Kyle Tucker, Jose. There's no way they're going to do that. Yeah, but if you look at the prices, look at the price. Look what Garrett Crochet got. 4 prospects from the Red Sox, 4 good prospects. Think about what Schmidt can get in a trade. Think about what Hill can get in a trade. These guys can get a lot of value. They have more controllable years than Crochet did. Okay? So if Alex Bregman signs, they're going to keep Kyle Tucker at least until the trade deadline. Yeah, I don't think they want to lose both of them this offseason unless somebody blows him away with an offer. But that's just the way that it is, right? And whose name? Starboy. You talking about the international prospect? His name, I have it right here. He's a Dominican shortstop, Steven Romans, 17-year-old left-handed hitting Dominican shortstop, top international prospect. Okay, so, and yeah, exactly, Sean. Hill. You have Nestor. You've got Nestor there. If they move Hill, my guess is that if they move Hill, they're going to move Stroman too. I think they're going to move Stroman regardless. Okay, no problem, Starboy. No problem. Keep hitting them like buttons, gang. Let's get over. Let's blow past 100 likes. So. But we'll see. Yeah, the Cubs want Tucker too. But unfortunately, Yuhan, Seiya Suzuki, who the Cubs are offering, will not waive his no-trade clause for the Astros. Okay, and if they re-sign Bregman, they don't need Isaac Paredes. So, and then, the Astros did mention some top infield prospects from the Cubs. Will it be enough? None of them. They're not offering pitching, which is why the Astros are preferring the package led by Luis Hill. Was a pitcher. He was rookie of the year. He's got 4 years of control. Okay, the Astros are going to be potentially losing Framber Valdez after this year. He's going to be a free agent next year. So, Nico Horner could be. I don't know. It could be in play, but did the Astros need him? I don't know. I'm not sure. I have no idea. Pete Alonso. He's just he wants to go back to the Mets, but they're just waiting. They're just waiting. So he's a Scott Boras client. So. He could be one of these guys that gets dragged out. But at the end of the day, I think he goes back to the Mets. Okay. It doesn't sound like the Cubs want Stroman back, Terry. Cortez, you might be able to offer them. Cortez and Cabrera, or Cortez and Trent Grisham, something like that. So Oswaldo Cabrera is a valuable piece because he's got like at least 4 years of control. And he plays multiple positions, plays infield and outfield. So he has good value to teams in a trade. Okay, and this they could also you can use Oswald Peraza as a defensively gifted stopgap too. So they could do that too. Yeah, Polar Bears market is a little bit stalled because I think teams have Christian Walker ahead of him in free agency because he's going to cost a hell of a lot more than Christian Walker will. P. Alonso. At the end of the day, I think he's going to go back to the Mets. Yankees are going after Kyle Tucker and Kyle Bellinger, Jose. Cody Bellinger, excuse me, and Kyle Tucker. Hill, Cabrera, and it could be. It could be. Something like that, more money. That sounds about right. I think that's a better package than what the Cubs are offering. So, there's nothing wrong with signing Carlos Santana, agent. There's nothing wrong with it. They may go there. I think they're waiting to see because if they get Kyle Tucker, then they're going to use Bellinger at first base. If they don't get Kyle Tucker, they'll get Bellinger most likely and use him in the outfield where he's better than he is at first base. At that point, they can pivot to Carlos Santana. He's a Gold Glove. He's a veteran. He's an older player, but he's a great teammate, and he could be a good value there too. I think they're waiting to see what happens with Kyle Tucker, right? Kyle Tucker is waiting on Alex Bregman. Could be also where, Cody Bellinger's waiting on Kyle Tucker. It's just this domino effect. So I'll go live. If John Beagle, I'll go live if some news happens. If we get some news, I'll go live. No doubt about it. Nothing on Walker. Teams have cooled off on him because he's old and he's attached to a qualifying offer. The qualifying offer killed him. Yeah, I think, yeah, the Giants are a favorite for Corbin Burns. They prepared an 8-year offer for him, so my guess is at the end of the day he will go there. Yorbit Vivas could be part of a trade too. He also plays the other infield positions as well. Well, the Astros, yeah, they want corner infielders and starting pitching, which is exactly what the Yankees could be offering him. The Cubs are not offering him any pitching. The Yankees are. So they signed an international player. A 17-year-old Dominican left-handed hitting Steven Romans, a left-handed hitting Dominican shortstop. Top international prospect. They're at the very top. Now, what we don't know is will it affect their Roki Sasaki pursuit. We don't know. But my guess is Brian Cashman's still going to try to trade for more international money. Just like he did a couple days ago when he traded Carlos Narvaez and got $250K. 250K. So there's a pretty decent chance, Jose, of them getting both. Soon, I don't know. Later, probably. Both those guys are not going to get moved like now. That's not going to happen. It's going to be a waiting game. So because they're both trade candidates, they're trying to play teams off each other. So that's just the way that it is. Right? I understand that, Yuhan, but they can replace Luis Hill. Okay? It's harder to replace Juan Soto's offense than it is to replace Luis Hill's pitching. If they move Luis Hill, expect them to sign Walker Buehler or somebody like Jack Flaherty. Expect that to happen. Arias is on the trading block. They said the Yankees said the only untouchable is George Lombard. So and thank you to Jonathan for getting this information, though, by the way. Shout out to Jonathan for getting this information about the Dominican shortstop. It's thanks to him that we know about this. So, yeah. Tucker's a better defensive player than Juan Soto. Soto's a little bit of a better hitter, but they balance out here. Okay? So, nothing yet on Tanner Scott. The Yankees are in on him, so are the Mets. So are the Dodgers. So, he's just going to wait. He's going to wait. Yankees have reached out to Kirby Yates. They're interested in him, too. Obviously, they brought back Johnny Loizaga. So, this is where we're at right now. Small moving pieces, but along the way, the Yankees make these other moves. And again, this could affect the trade market, the free agent market, the international market. So that's why these moves are so underrated but so important. That's why that trade the other day with Carlos Narvaez for international money and a relief pitcher is so underrated but so important. It's these little moves that the Yankees make that nobody cares about, that people call dumpster diving, that wind up making a huge difference. So, yeah. Yeah, good one, Brother Bill. We'll see where Sasaki goes. But the Yankees obviously are not going to just blow their whole international thing on him, especially if they don't think they're going to get him. They're going to address other needs internationally in the meantime. So, and they're already linked at the top one or two in the next year after this. One of the Asagen and some other guys. So they are dialed in internationally. But whenever there's a Japanese player, and again, keep in mind, maybe they won't get him, but maybe they'll go, one of these other Japanese players who gets posted, who's already posted and of age. Hai-Sung Kim, or he's Korean, but some of these other guys, to get them back onto the Asian market again, right? So, but yeah, Tanner Scott's a huge one. Tanner Scott's a huge one. I don't know if he's a huge long shot. I'm not sure about that. The Yankees have not included Luis Hill in the offer yet. Yeah. Yeah, Max Fried, just waiting for the update on the physical. Once he passes the physical, then he's officially a member of the Yankees. I'm not sure if he's taken his physical yet. Then they'll have the press conference and blah, blah, blah. So it's like they had the hoopla yesterday with Juan Soto with the Mets. No, Bellinger would be before Tucker, Hayden. Because Bellinger's not being held up by anybody else. Tucker's being held up by Alex Bregman. Yeah. Shortstop, John Abigo is a shortstop. 17-year-old left-handed hitting Dominican shortstop. Good bat. Good-looking kid. The Yankees, they like to internationally draft a lot of these position players. So Volpe's not going anywhere. This kid, it could be trade bait, could move different positions. Volpe's not going anywhere anytime soon. This kid's not ready for the majors anyway. Neither is Roderick Arias, neither is George Lombard. So, well, exactly. That brother Bill. They're not going to cave either. They're not going to cave to the Cubs. They're not going to cave to the Astros. I do think they'll wind up giving Hill, but that's not the same as they're not giving up Jason Dominguez. They're not giving up Spencer Jones. Okay, they're giving up Luis Hill, selling high on somebody who won Rookie of the Year. Okay, the Yankees signed a left-handed hitting Chris, international prospect, left-handed hit Dominican shortstop, and the 17-year-old for $1.5 million. And again, his name is Steven Romans. Steven Romans. Yep. Bregman is a Boris client. Yeah. So is Pete Alonso. So is Corbin Burns. So a lot of these dudes. Arias could be another option too, but defensively he's not great at first base. Just like Cody Bellinger, defensively he's not great at first base. He's elite in the outfield. But Arias could be a leadoff hitter, but my guess is his defense good enough to get him here to pay the money. Carl Santana won a Gold Glove this past year. He's elite. So they haven't gotten Devin Williams yet, HT. No relation to Tony Romans. Who's your source, HT? Nothing here yet on Devin Williams. No, HT. Who's your source? Hold on. Jonathan, too. Wait a second. Hold on. If Jonathan's saying this and if Jeff Passan, hold on. HT, you might be right. Hold on 1 second here. Whoa. Wait a second. This could be huge. Whoa. Live for it. Ange T and Jonathan. The Yankees are acquiring Devin Williams. Oh. Shout out Ange T. Thank you for this. Whoa. This is a huge one. This is a huge one. Devin, oh my God. Let's go. Maybe this means they don't go after Tanner Scott, but maybe this means they still do. Angie T, thank you. Jonathan, thank you. Holy God. Devin freaking Williams come to the Yankees. Cashman is not playing around. Hal's not playing around. This is a big one. You just got your lights out closer to go with Luke Weaver. Oh boy, this is good. This is good, guys. See, this is why I love when you come on live. This is why. This is a big add to the bullpen. I still expect them to add a lefty. So if you got Tanner Scott, forget about it. It'll be lights out. Do they take a crap contract? If you can get Donovan, maybe they'll take Arenado for first base. Maybe. Because Donovan can play left field. Right? Maybe. Who's the other one you mentioned? Ken, what do you know, my man? Ken, the Yankees just freaking got Devin Williams. Will they take Bellinger and Paredes? Maybe. I think they probably prefer Nico Horner because he's better skill set for the Yankees. Devin Williams is the closer for the Brewers. The guy is freaking lights out. He's an absolute beast. Oh, boy, this is fantastic. This is wonderful. Hang on 1 second. I'm going to put this out right now. Wow. Wow. Gang. Wow, boy. Devin Williams, that's a huge one for the Yankees. See? Yeah. There's no, I don't think there's anybody better than Brian Cashman in building a bullpen. Only getting better. So you might be right, Jennifer. Hello, Jennifer. Soto could be regretting this. Wow. Oh, my God. I'm going to send this out to a couple of folks here. I got to send this out to a couple people here. Wow. This is fantastic. Give me 1 second. Jumping for joy just like the rest of you. That's fantastic. Let's freaking go. Devin Williams, baby. Yeah. You add Tanner Scott to that. Forget it. That's going to be a three-headed monster. Three-headed monster. That's even better than the news that we reported the Yankees signing top international player. Oh my God. We'll see. Now we'll see who they trade to him. We'll see who they trade away. That still remains to be seen. We don't know yet. Let me see here. I'm looking to see who they traded away. Wait, what? Beater and Nestor. Is that true? Silver Fox? Or is that not true? Hold on. Hold on here. Still looking to see. Yeah, Devin Williams to the Yankees. We're hearing too. Not only will Sasaki not waive his no trade clause to go to Houston, but the Cubs will not trade infield prospect Shaw. But the Phillies did offer Castellanos and Alec Bohm for Tucker. The Astros said no. Okay, so it looks like Luis Hill is the guy that they want above all these other guys. You could have had Castellanos and Bohm, and they said no. So they want Bregman back. They all these details coming in right now. I don't know about that, Starboy. Tucker will bring in some juice here. Oh yeah, Nestor Cortez just got traded to the Brewers. He's part of the trade. Oh boy, Cortez to the Brewers. Wow, Nestor Cortez. That's some salary offset there. Nestor Cortez was going to make about. Nestor Cortez is part of this trade. I don't know who else. He just says he's amongst the players here. Okay, and this is from Jeff Passan. Let's see who else is coming here. But Cortez is going to the Brewers. Wow. As we speak. As we speak. Look at that. Now let's see here. 1 second here. I'm going to text. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Nestor Caleb Durbin. Oh, boy. Caleb Durbin is heading to the Brewers. So maybe now they'll do Nico Horner. Maybe now they'll do Nico Horner with Bellinger and take more salary. Oh, boy. So Caleb Durbin and Nestor Cortez are going to the Brewers. Wow. Yep. Caleb Durbin and Nestor Cortez. Oh, my God. This is crazy, gang. Hit the like buttons, gang. Just to celebrate this, everybody. Just to celebrate this. Maybe Jazz moves to second now. Maybe the Yankees add a third baseman. It could be that, too. They could add Bregman to third base. But Bregman's also attached to a QO, so I'm not exactly sure they want to do that. But that said, if they're not going to be heavily pursuing Roki Sasaki, which could be the situation because they just signed this international player, this Dominican shortstop, then maybe they will not mind signing Bregman. But that's the other thing, too. If they sign Bregman and the Astros say, you know what, we're not trading Tucker now, then they keep Tucker. And, I don't know. Horner, I think, plays third base as well. So you could move, he could play second, third, or second. So you could have him with Jazz. So, and the Yankees would be taking more salary with Horner than they would be Isaac Paredes. Wow. Holy shit. Oh my God. Who's playing second? No, I mean, it could be Mountain. This could be, now they could be adding Nico Horner to a Cody Bellinger trade. And Horner could be at second base. Since Caleb Durbin is going to the Brewers with Nestor Cortez for Devin Williams. John the Beagle Dad, the Yankees just traded Nestor Cortez and Caleb Durbin to the Brewers for Devin Williams. I see Walker Buehler coming here if they trade Hill for the Houston Astros. And it looks like Astros prefer Oswald Peraza could get a shot at second base too. The Mets hit Williams, but he wasn't, he also didn't have Matt Blake to work with. So something to keep in mind. This changes everything for the Yankees. Holy shit. Wow. This is absolutely crazy. Devin Williams to the Yankees for Nestor Cortez and Caleb Durbin. Yep. Guess who's going live tonight? I'm going live tonight to talk about this. So that if anybody is not here now to talk about it, they can join us live. Oh my God. Oh boy. Yankees are working their way back, Graham. Yeah, this is another. I didn't see this trade coming either. I said that they were going to trade either Nestor Cortez or Marcus Stroman. They may still trade Marcus Stroman, and if they do, then they're definitely going to sign Flaherty or Buehler. So, Clemenza, what's happening, brother? If you trade Durbin, Jazz might go to second. Well, it depends. It depends. They could add Nico Horner to a Bellinger trade, which again they would take. Whoa! Ric Flair style, John. You like Ric Flair? Did I ever show you this? I have a picture with Ric Flair. I met him. The guy was freaking awesome. So I can find it for you really quickly. Damn. You see? This is what happens when we get together, right? When we get together on this channel, it inspires the Yankees to make moves, right? The Yankees made this trade because we were live. They wanted to give us something to talk about here. Bregman would surprise me. It really, really would. Honestly. I would be surprised with Bregman. I think it's more likely that Horner gets added to the Cody Bellinger trade. And the Yankees get the same skill set that Durbin brought. Okay? I think Tanner's more dominant overall, but Devin's nasty too. I would love Devin and Tanner Scott. That would be phenomenal. So, and again, Devin Williams' salary is not much higher than Nestor Cortez is. So, this only cost them a couple of bucks, few bucks. So, Mark Watson, I don't know what's next. I mean, my guess is they're improving in these areas. They're waiting on Tucker. They're waiting on Bellinger. Maybe, like I said, the Durbin trade add to Mr. Cortez to the Brewers maybe makes them easier to get Nico Horner now with Cody Bellinger. Nico Horner could be their second baseman or their third baseman, depending on what they want to do. He could be their third baseman and Jazz could play second. Wow, but Horner's a speed guy, just like Caleb Durbin was. He also has more home runs. So, yeah, it's just sarcasm. Demon D's is being sarcasm. We like to play with the Fire Cashman crowd. So Demon D's he's one of our family. He's one of our people. So he's just breaking balls. We love Demon D. So we love everybody here. Let me see here. I'm getting some. Let me see here. Let me see. Hold on here. I'm going to send this over to my friend Tats from the Pinstripe Chronicles. See if he wants to come on. Bregman is a Boris client. So I don't think Devin is 30. Yeah, the Max Fried signing is not official yet because I'm not sure if he's taking his physical. We haven't gotten any news on his physical yet. So more fire boon sarcasm. Oh my heavens. Oh my God. Let me see here. Let me see. All right. I don't think Oswald Peraza is going to be at second base. Oswaldo Cabrera, I'm not sure about that either. I don't think we're going to take Bregman, in all honesty, Graham. Caleb Durbin is gone. There's nothing. Yes, I mean teams are backing off Christian Walker right now because he's attached to a qualifying offer. It would cost 2 draft picks. He's older, so makes it harder to do. Makes it hard to do. We did, Tony. We just got Devin Williams from the Brewers for Nestor Cortez and Caleb Durbin. Yep. Yep, yes, indeed. Yep, this is crazy. This is absolutely nuts, right? Now, let me see what else is going on here because again, make sure if anybody's in here that's not subscribed to this channel, please make sure you do that right now. And if you do, please make sure your notifications are turned on. So I will keep you updated on everything. Everything. So let's see here. Let's see. I'm trying to with Bellinger. That's my initial reaction is Nico Horner added to Cody Bellinger. I think that that makes it more likely. Now, they're going to be adding a second baseman. So you got Oswaldo, but he plays multiple positions. I think he would be a good fit for a Kyle Tucker trade. You get Vivas, you get Peraza, but none of them are going to be, they're not major league. They're not better than Nico Horner, right? They're not better than Jazz would be at second base. So if they move Jazz to second, they're bringing in a third base. If they keep Jazz at third, they're moving. What do you call it? They're going to sign a second baseman. So it really depends on. Yeah, I mean, so they're waiting on Tucker. Well, the Astros are waiting on Tucker to trade Tucker until they find out whether Bregman stays or goes. So, and we heard some other things, right? The Astros said no to Alec Boehm and Nick Castellanos for Kyle Tucker. Oh, that's a pretty legit. Yeah, Luke Weaver to Devin Williams is going to be crazy. You add Tanner Scott to that. Oh, my God. Devin Williams is legit, Metro. Let's pull up his stats really quickly, okay? Devin Williams. Okay. He had a 125 ERA this past year. He's got a career 183 ERA. Career 183. He's also 27-10 in his career as a reliever. Okay. He's only 29 years old. And yeah. He's only been a closer for a couple of years now. He's got a really good ERA. He averages 14.3 career strikeouts per 9 innings. This year he averaged 15.8 Ks per 9 innings. Good heavens. Good heavens. So he's nasty, Devin Williams. And you add him to Matt Blake now, let Matt Blake work with him. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean Philly tried to trade bats for Tucker. We are the only team offering pitching for Kyle Tucker. Okay. My guess is they're gonna try to get them to take Clark Schmidt, not Luis Hill. But at the end of the day, if you want Kyle Tucker, you're gonna probably have to give them Luis Hill. Just like the Yankees weren't gonna get Juan Soto unless they added Mike King. Okay, they did. So no, Torres is not coming back, Robert Johnson, as far as we know. They've made it clear that Torres is not in their sights. Cam, hell yeah. Devin Williams was a great one. I did not expect it. Just happened while we were live. Thanks to Ange T and Jonathan, who gave us the intel. I'm not sure if Stroman will go back to the Cubs. If he does, he'd be crazy, but I'm not sure he would. Astros want pitching, yep. And the pitching prices are super high. And we have two affordable pitchers with lots of years of control, Schmidt and Hill. We just traded one, but he only had 1 year left, Nestor Cortez. So we don't need Tucker to be so. We just need him to be Tucker, right? Exactly. That's a great point, Clemenza. Yep. Yeah, I mean, you sell high on Luis Hill. Yes, it would suck. Okay, it's painful, but in order to get a player like Kyle Tucker, you're gonna have to give something of that's gonna hurt a little bit. Okay. But yeah, Tucker's an elite defender. Soto is not. That's true too. Devin Williams got 1 year left, but they can extend him, which my guess is they would. So Stroman's another innings eater, but I don't think Stroman's not gonna be the guy to send the Astros. He makes $18 million a year. Hill is on the league minimum. So we got Massive from Port Train Express here. Just to give you an update, Nestor Cortez and Caleb Durbin are heading to the Brewers.
Yep, I heard.
So it's more likely that the Yankees might add Nico Horner now to a Cody Bellinger trade.
Maybe that's why they traded Durbin?
Probably. It could be. Because I don't think they're going to have any, like, Oswald Peraza is not going to be the second baseman. Neither is Yorbit Vivas. Unless they move Jazz to third. But I don't know if Horner
plays Jazz to second?
Jazz to second. I don't know if Horner plays third. If he does, then it works out. If he plays second, you keep Jazz third.
I would just keep Jazz at third anyways.
Which is fine for me.
Put Horner at second. The only thing is, isn't Horner hurt?
Nico Horner? I don't think so. Not that I've heard. At least not that I know.
Maybe.
Yes, Anthony, they're still in on Tucker. They're waiting. The Astros are waiting to see what happens with Alex Bregman first. They're not going to move Tucker until they find out what happens with Alex Bregman. Okay.
Maybe this move for Devin Williams is what sets everything off now. Now that they got their closer.
Could be. It could be. This is a big add to the bullpen.
That's a major add to the bullpen.
Jesus.
And they didn't even give up much.
No.
The only thing they really gave up was Durbin. But other than that, what Nestor Cortez?
Mostly a salary offset, and I said they were going to move Cortez anyway. So,
which they did.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised though if they go after Flaherty or Buehler now.
Well, if they move Hill, they will. If they move Hill, and again, I don't know if you heard this, but the Phillies offered Alec Bohm and Nick Castellanos the Astros. Astros said no.
Yep, I heard about that.
The Seiya Suzuki will not waive his no trade clause for the Astros.
Heard about that.
And the Cubs will not trade one of their top infield prospects, the Astros.
Heard about that too.
The only team that's offering pitching and has pitching to offer is the Yankees.
So you know what I could see, and this is just an off the wall idea, but Hill and Heel and Arias to Houston for Tucker, and then they go out and get Flaherty.
Yeah, they could do that.
Or Buehler.
Flaherty could be a guy too. So
they have had a massive off season so far.
And they just they signed the top international player, 17-year-old Dominican shortstop. Okay. There's another, and again, this could make it easier for them to move Arias
Yeah.
or Lombard, right? Neither one of those guys is ready for the major leagues, so neither is this kid. But the Yankees also have stopgaps, right? Let's just say you give Arias, you add Oswald Peraza, you add Oswaldo Cabrera, right? Why is out? Why? Because he can play third and first. The Astros don't have a first baseman either. So
But then you could add Ben Rice into that.
add Ben Rice instead of Cabrera. So you can do a lot of things here. I mean, Ben Rice is ready for the majors, right?
You could even do this though, Jason. You could do Hill, Arias, and Ben Rice for Tucker.
Say who again?
Hill, Arias, and Rice.
Hill. Who's Hill?
Tim Hill.
Tim Hill's a free agent.
Or who was it that you were saying that the Yankees would have to get rid of? In order to get Flaherty or Buehler, was it Hill?
Luis Hill.
All right, so you do Hill, Arias, and
I don't think we get Tucker without Luis Hill
and Rice.
I think there's a zero chance we get Tucker without Hill. Luis Hill.
But Luis Hill, Roger Arias, and Ben Rice go over to Houston for Tucker.
It's possible. Chicken Parm, I think there's a zero chance they trade Rodon. 0%. He's got a no trade clause. He's going to be their number 3 pitcher. Now that you have Max Fried here to take a little bit of the pressure off Carlos Rodon, it's even better. Man, the Yankees are making moves, man.
I got a question. This is an odd. I don't know if this would happen, but you remember Devin Williams and Corbin Burnes were teammates in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
How wild would that be if they went and got Corbin Burnes to pair up with Devin Williams again?
The only way I could see that happens if they trade Rodon. Personally, I'd be shocked.
Never know. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. I mean, the Giants are the front runners right now for Burnes. They have an 8-year offer out to him. For what I don't know, but Rory said I was just talking to Mike about this. Burnes, I think he's an outside shot for the Yankees, but like Mike said, you never know. I don't know, but I think Rodon is better suited at the 3 than he is at the 2.
Yeah. But Fried and Devin Williams are 2 massive upgrades. Those are not small. I mean, you want to talk about how not giving a shit anymore about anybody and acting more like his father? Well, those 2 moves should prove it.
Nathan, hop on, dude. Hop on, Nathan. Hold on. Let me send you this link, Nathan, so you have it. You're welcome to hop on, dude. This is. I wanted to get. I went live just to put out the news on the international free agent, and while we were live, this freaking Devin Williams trade happened. So,
I mean,
damn.
I think about it more and more, and I like the Devin Williams move.
Me too.
I didn't like giving up Durbin. I would have much preferred to have given up Peraza, but I see why they did it because now they can go and, well, here's an idea. They can try and get Arise from San Diego to play second.
They could. I mean, you can get Bellinger and Isaac Paredes. They want to trade Isaac Paredes too, so you can get Paredes for a second.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Paredes is cheaper than Arias.
Could you imagine this if they went out, got Paredes and Bellinger, and then went out and got Tucker from Houston?
Yeah, that'd be crazy, man. I'm not concerned with Fried's. What happened to Fried's forearm, Mark? I haven't heard anything on that. You haven't announced. Yes, he has to take his physical, Mark. He has to pass his physical. They won't announce the signing until they pass the physical. For Max Fried. For anybody. So just like Devin Williams is going to have to pass his physical too here.
That's huge, though. That Devin Williams news.
This is a month. This is big time. This is big time news. Yeah, it's just crazy. I'm taking a look and it's just to see if there's anything else like in the pipeline here. Like I'm keeping my ears.
I mean, did you see that coming at all? Because I didn't.
No, I did not.
That would be wild, though, if they got Paredes and Bellinger. Because remember, they were after Paredes last year. Imagine if they get Paredes this year with Bellinger.
Yeah, they wanted him at the deadline last year. Carlos Correa, I doubt it. Chicken Parm, I doubt it. He's too many injuries. John Morosi, JP Morosi is saying there should be another Yankees trade. What? Before the end of the weekend. Morosi saying that? All right.
My guess is probably going to be that Bellinger trade.
Could be Bellinger. My guess would be yeah.
That means you would get your first baseman or outfielder, depending which one. If you get Tucker, if you don't, and you would probably. Now my guesses are probably going to ask for Bellinger and Paredes.
Yeah, probably. Let's see. And they will.
Boy, what a slap in the face to teams to come out and just do that.
Man. Yeah. This is fantastic. That's fantastic.
Where are the trolls at?
Yeah, exactly. Where the trolls.
Need an APB for
them. Oh, look at that! I sent Jerry Ferrara from Entourage the Devin Williams trade, and he loved it and he liked it. So
that's awesome.
He's happy. He's a Yankee fan. I'm gonna try to get him to join me live one day. Jerry Ferrara.
You should.
That's Turtle from Entourage. I don't know.
Turtle. Love Turtle. He was my favorite on Entourage.
Love Turtle. Love Turtle. Let's see what else here. Yeah, that's what we have. Wow, damn. 183 career ERA. 183 career. 125.
You realize he's also a two-time All-Star, Devin Williams?
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Hal is playing no games.
On MLB. Morosi said it on MLB Network. The Yankees, another trade is going to happen before the weekend's up. Okay. Well, that's good. We're going to keep an eye. I'm going to be.
Jason, Hal is playing no games.
No, they're not fucking around. These guys are not dicking around.
He's turned.
Smack those like buttons, please. And everybody in here that's not subscribed to the Ford Train Express, please do that too. Just to celebrate this freaking Williams trade.
He has turned into his father this whole season.
Like crazy, man. I want to help my man Mazza get over 1,000 subscribers. So your help would be greatly appreciated. The Ford Train Express, really greatly appreciated.
What else we got?
Hal's not playing around. Neither is Cashman. Elvin, I think this trade, it's probably going to be, I agree with Mike. I think it's probably going to be the Bellinger trade. And again, keep this in mind. If somehow they don't get Kyle Tucker, then Bellinger will be the outfielder. And then you'll get somebody for first base. So, like Carlos Santana or something like that. He's a little veteran. He's a lefty bat. He won a Gold Glove. So, Devin, oh God, this is fantastic, man.
This is wild.
I will have to change the title of the video. I can't do it. Let me see if I can do this live. Hang on. Oh, yes, I can. Hang on. 1 second, gang. Hold on. Yankees. Yankees. 1 second. I didn't realize I could change during the stream. Wow. Holy shit. Save changes. Oh, look at that. I can't change it during the stream. Okay. Never mind. I'll change it afterward. John, thank you for the super chat, man. We got 214 likes. Thank you, gang. And then the Yankees, you might be right. The Yankees might not be done today.
See, I like this, though. They wouldn't have traded Durbin unless they were sure of another move coming close behind.
I echo those sentiments, man. I echo those sentiments. If they weren't planning on adding, because Brian Cashman said he was going to be, he was the leader to win the second base job. He was in the front. So they're not going to replace him with Oswald Peraza, who doesn't have options, or Yorbit Vivas. They're not going to replace him with these guys. Somebody else is coming.
My guess is probably going to be Paredes.
Devin, it could be. What's Devin Williams? Devin Williams' salary. Let me see. I'll tell you right now. Devin Williams.
Here, I got you, Jason.
What's the salary?
His salary is. Where are we here?
$8.4 million.
There you go.
Now let's see what Nestor Cortez' salary is.
I think he's like 9 something.
So the Yankees might have saved money here. Cortez' salary. $8.3 million. So it's just pretty much an even swap.
Mm-hmm.
Even swap. Tell Marte. He's not a bad one either.
Diamondbacks aren't going to trade him. I don't think.
I don't think they're going to sign Christian Walker and Alex Bregman. That's 2 guys attached to QOs. I can't see. And Teoscar, that's 3 guys attached to QOs. I highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. They just traded Cortez. Michael, they just traded Nestor Cortez. They traded Nestor Cortez and Caleb Durbin to the Brewers, and they just got Devin Williams at the closer. This is balls to the wall, man. Guys,
this is wild.
ladies and gentlemen, Yankees not playing.
But hey, man, I'm gonna jump off, but I will keep my eye out for anything else that happens.
Please do, dude. I'll do the same.
All right, bro.
All right, brother.
Bye.
Talk to you, man.
Bye.
Later, dude. So that's where we're at. I'm gonna wrap this up in a minute, too, gang. They're still in for Tucker and Bellinger, too. Yeah. Frisco looking to spend rebounds, and no surprise. I could see them trading Marcus Stroman to the San Francisco Giants. They need pitching. Yep. Oh, I'm surprised, Tim King. Ange T and Jonathan broke the news while I went live for a different reason. So we found out. Like during the live. So like I'm pleasantly surprised. This is crazy. This is crazy, man. Devin Williams is not dealing with an injury. They wouldn't have traded for him otherwise. I will wrap this up in a minute too. I will go live tonight. I most likely will go live tonight. So I appreciate it, Graham. Yeah, I got to get back to work, unfortunately. So I do have to get back to work. See how saying call me Mr. Steinberg. Exactly. But gang, you brought the good juju here. You brought the good luck. You brought the good luck. So keep bringing the good luck. Okay. Keep up the great work, everybody. Please, I thank you all. Hit the like buttons on the way out. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet. If you do, keep the notifications turned on, because I will keep you updated all the time. Work has been very busy. Work has been very busy. I will invite Hector tonight. I will. Probably 9:30 tonight. Probably 9:30 p.m. tonight. I got to work it around. I got to after bedtime for my daughters and all that stuff. So I got to work it around. They come first. They come first. So, but everybody, thank you for coming on. Peace and love to all yous. Keep bringing the good luck and the good work. Have a great day. Talk to you next time.